I'm Chef Elise and a Kitchenista here at Olivewood Gardens. We are kicking off our new series, Cooking with Kitchenistas, on our YouTube channel, and we would like to present some recipes today. To kick off our series, we have Chanel from Cox with us today.
Thank you so much for having me today, Elise. I'm Chanel with Cox Communications, and I could not be more excited to be part of the inaugural Cooking with Kitchenistas series today, and I'm ready to cook.
We're making our famous and highly recommended hummus platter, and a lot of the veggies are going to come from the garden.
We see him right here today. I am so excited to cook hummus. My husband actually, he's a teacher, and every single day when he goes to school, he takes veggies and hummus. And now we're gonna liven it up and have an extra special recipe for him and for all of our viewers.
We make this recipe all the time here at Olivewood, and it's so easy, it's very budget friendly, and we can start cooking.
Let's do it.
All right, so we're gonna start with a few ingredients. We have our chickpeas here that we typically get from specialty produce. We like to supplement everything from specialty that we can't get here at Olivewood, but we're gonna, use our food processor today. If you don't have a food processor at home, you can use a blender. You can even mash it with a potato masher, no problem. So the next one, we're gonna open up together, and I'm just gonna drain off the liquid. So you can use the top of the can and just drain off the liquid. And we can just pop that in the
Perfect.
food processor as well. It's okay if there's a little extra liquid in there because it makes it nice and creamy. The next ingredient is tahini. Tahini, do you know what tahini is?
Not really, and that's actually, I've looked at making hummus before and I didn't see it in my grocery store, but I maybe explain where we can find it, or how do we get tahini? Because it's not as easily accessible, I think, as the garbanzo beans.
Exactly. So tahini is typically found in the aisle with the international foods. You can find it, maybe not this brand always, but tahini, I would say, is like a peanut butter made out of sesame seeds.
Okay.
So this is what's gonna make it super creamy, and it's, I would say, like the main ingredient besides the chickpeas. So we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons. You can just use this and add about 2 tablespoons. Another tip about tahini is that I would leave it in the fridge once it's open because it can separate. Like peanut butter with the oil and the peanut butter on top. So if you keep it in your fridge, it won't separate after you stir it. Okay, so our next ingredient is gonna be a lemon. We got this lemon right from the tree right before you got here. So we're gonna do a couple of things with our lemon. You don't have to do this at home. You can choose to just use the juice, but we're gonna use a little bit of the zest.
Great.
And so to zest, using a zester, you move the tool versus moving the lemon like a cheese grater. Do you want to try?
Sure. And if you don't have a zester, you can just use that as part of your cheese grater as well, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Squeeze half the lemon into the bowl. You notice she put it flat. It seems like you want to put the curved side in, but if you put the cut side down, it gets more juice. And Meyer lemons are in season right now, so we're using these from our tree. You can use as much lemon juice as you want because you can make it very lemony. If you don't want as much lemon, you can only do half. We like a lot of lemon, and it gives it a really nice flavor.
Yeah, there's so many different hummuses nowadays. If you don't have a certain ingredient, I'm sure you can just substitute something else out. I know
Absolutely.
I've had spicy jalapeno hummus, which is really good.
My favorite hummus has sun-dried tomatoes in it.
Nice.
Okay, and then only a few other ingredients. We're gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper.
And just to talk about our partnership here, we've had a long partnership at Cox with Olivewood Gardens, and we have a Cox Conserves Foundation, and we're going to be able to give Olivewood Gardens $10,000 to not only offset the cost of production and this recipe, but to give 100 kits out to the community so that you guys can come and pick up this recipe when it's complete, and make it yourselves at home.
We're so thankful for that. That's an amazing partnership, and we're grateful to Cox as well. All right, the next ingredient we're gonna add is some garlic. So we can move that off to the side. And then I'm gonna show you how to smash the garlic. So I like to cut off the ends because then it kind of peels it for you. And then you're just gonna give it a little tap, and that releases it from the paper.
So 2 cloves of garlic.
Yep. You can use 1 or 2. The one was small and one was large, so we'll just throw both of them in there. If you don't have garlic, you can also use garlic powder, which is nice as well. And then we're just gonna add some spices. And this is also where you could change things up if you wanna add whatever kind of spices you have. We have a little bit of chili powder today and a little bit of cumin, and we're gonna add the same amount that we did with the other spices. So just
a quarter teaspoon.
And then same with the cumin.
And this is one of your guys' favorite recipes that you have when you have events and things here, right? I know this is a really big crowd pleaser. I think I've had it at one of your dinners.
It's definitely highly requested and so easy to make, so we love it.
It's amazing how simple things are. You don't do it for so long and then you try it at home. I did that with salsa one time and I was surprised at how great it tasted. Yes. And it's not that hard. You don't have to be a chef to make this recipe at all.
Absolutely. So we're gonna add a little bit of, just like a few teaspoons or tablespoons, so just like a little bit of water. You don't have to add the whole thing. That's good for now. And we'll see
if we need more.
And then we're gonna blend it. We are gonna drizzle in some olive oil while it's blending. Make it a little extra creamy. And it really brings it together. And then maybe you can scrape down the sides and we'll give it one more quick blend. And like I said, if you don't have a food processor, you can use a blender, a hand blender, a bullet type blender, pretty much anything you want and it will work. Beautiful. We're gonna plate up the hummus and then we're gonna talk about some of the veggies we have from the garden and we'll eat those with our delicious hummus. And we like to say eat the rainbow. When you're eating the rainbow, you're getting all sorts of different nutrients. And for kids especially, you can add things like this really beautiful, this is purple cauliflower. It's really fun. It's just the same as regular cauliflower. It's just been grown to be purple. So that's a fun thing that we can add. We also have this like really nice watermelon radish. So when we cut it open, you'll see how beautiful it is inside. Really fun, pretty mild, and something that kids will also maybe enjoy since it's so beautiful. So eating the rainbow is something that we can do to get all those different nutrients and vitamins for our body. And the cool part about what veggies we have today is they're all seasonal. So right now we have carrots that are grown in this season. We have all of our broccoli, our cauliflower, our brassicas, all the different sorts of green veggies, our lettuces and kales and things like that, really abundant right now. So also those things are great to grab from the store because they're also budget friendly. When you have an abundance of something, sometimes it's cheaper at the store. We're gonna chop some of these veggies for our hummus. So we have some nice celery here. If you wanna just chop that into sticks, we can start there. These beautiful carrots are from the garden. A fun fact about carrots is you can eat the whole thing. The carrot top is edible. So we also can make a carrot top pesto is something we make here often, and it's my friend Angelica's favorite recipe.
Nice.
A lot of the fiber and nutrients are in the peels of things. So if you don't have to peel a vegetable, I would say don't peel it, just wash it really well. All right, and then broccoli grown in the garden as well. And we can just, both of us can just chop this into little pieces. So however you want to get there, we can chop the bottom off, and then just chop into little florets, bite size.
So Elise, I know this is the first inaugural Cooking with Kitchenistas that we're doing here today with our hummus. How often are you guys planning on doing a new segment of this show, and where can people watch it?
Yeah, great question. We're going to be doing this at least once a month, so you can find these uploaded once a month on our YouTube channel, Olivewood Gardens and Learning Center.
That's amazing. I cannot wait to see what comes next.
Ooh, so you can see this is so beautiful. This is called a watermelon radish. And this is a really fun addition because when you have those vibrant colors, you know that you're getting all those yummy nutrients. And then our last thing is our beautiful cauliflower.
We've been trying to incorporate cauliflower rice into our dinners, which has been really great. I think my favorite one is when we do, Chinese. We'll do a cauliflower stir-fried rice, and if you put eggs and veggies and enough butter, olive oil, it really does taste very similar to rice. I was very skeptical at first, but or even mixing in cauliflower with your regular rice for dishes, I found you get the kids to eat a little healthier, and they really can't taste the difference.
Yeah, and for people, rice is gluten-free, but it's also gluten-free, and this recipe is gluten-free, vegan. It has so much fiber in it from all of our veggies and our beans, the protein. So this dish is really like all-encompassing. Great, and then look at this beautiful veggie platter we have here. Okay, and then to zhuzh it up, one last thing we can do is we can make a cute little hole in the middle there. We can add a little olive oil. And then we're gonna add my favorite spice, za'atar, on top, just for an extra little bit of flavor.
Okay, I think we're ready to try this, right? I know I'm hungry. It's really good.
Great job, Chanel.
Thank you. And of course, you're going to be able to see this whole production all throughout the year. Use your Cox mobile device to order your ingredients or to watch this on YouTube, of course. But I couldn't be more excited to partner with you. And I'm so glad that our Cox Conserves brand is going to make this available to 100 families here at Olivewood Gardens. So I'm so proud to be a part of this organization and to be able to cook today. And hopefully a lot of people are able to benefit.
And please follow us on social media. You can find us at Olivewood Gardens on Instagram and Facebook, and our YouTube channel is Olivewood Gardens and Learning Center, and this series is Cooking with Kitchenistas.
Thank you.